Hey guys, it's Dave. I'm being quiet because I'm actually in the bathroom at the girls' dance school. They're both in class, and I wanted to get this WWE Fastlane review out to you guys, give you my feelings, and I would love to know what you guys thought of the show last night. I'm just whispering because I don't want people to hear me doing this. Yeah, look, I'm in a bathroom, obviously at a dance school, hence the baller. I don't know what that is, a ballerina? Whatever. Fastlane was last night. Not a great show. If I had to give it 1 out of 10, I'd probably give it like a 5. And if I had to give it like a letter score, I would give it a C. Wasn't particularly too fond of it. The Neville Jack Gallagher match was phenomenal. That was the match of the night, knocked out of the ballpark. I felt like they didn't give Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe enough time, and that'll come back because they had 2 throw-on matches that just do. I hear somebody. I'll be right out. Great, now someone thinks I'm taking a dump. But anyway, there were 2 matches that they threw in there later on in the night that didn't make sense, were total bores. The crowd was not into it. Horrible decisions. They should have gave these other matches more time. But the Neville and Jack Gallagher cruiserweight match was phenomenal. Great match. I want to see these 2 work more. Neville won like I thought, I predicted. I think they'll save that going into WrestleMania if they're going to take the belt off him, but he's been great as a heel. I love heel Neville. And Jack Gallagher is awesome. They opened up with Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe. Great match. I thought they could have done a lot more. They weren't given enough time, I don't think. They could have been given another 15 to 20 minutes. That would have been an awesome match also. We had, I'm not going in any particular order, Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax. Find out later now that Sasha she botched the ending. She was supposed to be holding the ropes, and you saw her trying to reach for that when she pinned Nia Jax. So she didn't get that. She botched the finish, but she did win. And that decision was made that day. Rumor has it that they had Nia Jax going over up until that day, and McMahon changed his mind. They are starting the Sasha heel turn, and that's what her holding the ropes was supposed to signify, but she missed the ropes, and you saw her trying to reach for him. We had the tag team title match. Was thank God they didn't put the belts on Enzo and Cass, but it wasn't a bad match. Enzo and Cass did good. You know, they did relatively good considering how green they are. But I love Gallows and Anderson. I hope they keep the titles longer, but you know they're eventually going to drop them, and they're probably going to drop them to Enzo and Cass, unfortunately. Then what other matches? Again, I'm not going to. Then they added on Rusev. Jinder Mahal first versus Cesaro. It was a junk match. Cesaro won. Crowd was not into it. The crowd was not feeling it. At least on TV, that's how it came off. Then it followed up with Rusev versus Big Show. Big Show went over. Again, another throw-on match. What a waste. They could have given all those other matches, they could have given them all another like 15, 20 minutes if they needed to fill the time, because there was going to be a title match that was going to be a squash, and that's coming up later. Then we had the women's Raw Women's Championship match. Bayley retained over Charlotte Flair. Didn't understand. They're building up this pay-per-view streak, and then they have her lose it on the pay-per-view before WrestleMania. Didn't make sense. You have one more pay-per-view to go. Have her lose it at WrestleMania. It would have meant so much more. I sometimes really wish I could be on the WB Creative. I mean, they wouldn't even have to pay me. I would just want to do it. But horrible. I mean, the match was good. I'm glad that Bayley won. I like Bayley with the belt. It was a good match, but could have been so much better if it was written correctly. Then we had Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. Not a bad match. It was a brawl like everybody predicted. No Undertaker sighting, which shocked me. Apparently he's going to be at Raw tonight. They had Reigns beat Braun clean. I mean, Braun is a monster. I was actually feeling the Braun push, and now it's like he's just another victim of Roman Reigns who does not seem to be stopped by anything. Roman Reigns cannot be stopped by anything, which is sickening and annoying. And you know he's going over the Undertaker at WrestleMania, unfortunately. What other matches? Am I missing any? Boom. I'm trying to save the world title. Trying to see if I went through them all. I don't know. Whatever. Let's get to the world title match. Goldberg, like everybody was predicting, won the Universal title from Kevin Owens. It was a squash. It was spear, jackhammer, boom, pin. Jericho came out and distracted Kevin Owens. As Kevin Owens was playing the role perfectly, he kept rolling out of the ring, not having the match start. But then Jericho's music hit. Jericho strolls out. Owens gets distracted and pinned. I'm not for putting titles on part-timers, especially 50-year-old part-timers. It's obvious that he's going to drop it at WrestleMania to Brock Lesnar to give Lesnar the title, kind of like a payback for letting Goldberg squash him at Survivor Series and Royal Rumble. but I just don't like seeing talent get killed, especially someone like Owens. Even though he's had a very uneventful title reign, and that's a lot due to writing and creative, they've made him a weak champion. A guy who was unstoppable and beating everybody wins the title, and then all of a sudden needs Jericho to help him and everything. It was played out poorly, and I hope Owens gets a chance to redeem himself and get another long title reign and really prove what Kevin Owens can do. That was my review of WWE Fastlane for 2017. Not a great show. If I was going to say you're going to watch it, definitely you have to watch the Neville Gallagher match, and maybe check out the Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn match. It wasn't too bad. All right, let me know what you thought. Leave your comments below. Remember to like this video, hit up the red subscribe button, subscribe to the channel. You'll get notifications of all of our videos, and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Everyday Geek TV. Thanks, guys, and let me get out of here before people think I'm taking a long dump.